What happened in Christchurch on the Ides of March 2019 has caused this country to mourn the loss of innocence, of lives and of peace as we knew it. The first tranche of legislation that immediately followed did not bring us together. It drove a wedge through parts of New Zealand's society, not for the banning of guns, but for the blame that was directed at the law-abiding and the way in which it was conducted. The second tranche was also rushed through, and this confirmed the government's attack was aimed at those that comply with the law, whitewashing the failure of police's own processes and procedures in giving a foreign national terrorist a firearms licence in the first place. The rushed legislation was followed by rushed policy, implementation, regulations and mountains of errors. Legal firearm owners became the new outlaws, fruitlessly justifying their legitimacy while the real outlaws continued with their crimes. Throughout this process, the firearms community had not been properly consulted, spoken to, or asked to sit around any table. I personally attended around 90% of the Select Committee hearings, which were quite frankly a joke and a stain on the Select Committee process. The failures of the rushed arms legislation needs addressing. The reality is the government has not taken guns off the streets as they claimed they had. We are no safer, and the escalating gun violence by criminals remains unchecked. What government did do was take legitimately owned firearms, not from the streets, but from police-inspected secure facilities and use taxpayer money to pay for them. What they did do is not wait for the details to explain where the failings occurred, but laid blame on members of the team of 5 million for the actions of a foreign national. I would like to believe that in this House, we all actually have the same end goal of keeping New Zealanders safe. We may have differences on how to achieve this, but with good strategy and fair laws, we can reach our mutual goal. My advice to government is to take the time to listen to all sides before making decisions. Hear the real stories and don't be wooed by the fairy tales. Represent all, not just the majority that got you here to govern alone. Show respect to the full team of 5 million and stop hammering the minorities. Working for the end goal as a collective, recognising there is a little give and take if you are to truly have a democracy.